name's Emily, welcome to my channel. I make home education vloggy style videos with my 7-year-old daughter Rosie. It's the beginning of the week. I'll show you what she's up to in a second, but while she's downstairs occupied, I generally try to fit in my musical practice. So because she's listening to an audiobook, I don't want to disturb her, so I'm going to practice very uncomfortably upstairs some of my classical stuff. So yeah, if you're a fellow musician, single parent, home educator, how do you fit in your musical practice? Be curious to know if it's the same way I do, or if you do something different. If Rosie was more interested, she'd be practicing with me, but at the moment she's just not interested. So yeah, I'll just show you what she's doing downstairs. So it's Monday morning. We're off to Barry with some family in a little bit, but Rosie's reading along with an audiobook. She doesn't need the audiobook. She's perfectly capable of reading the story, but obviously it makes it more interesting and fun. She gets to hear all the voices. So while she does this, I'm going to go and have my instrumental practice, and yeah, then we'll get ready to go out. Use the right fingers on the right hand. Not just your thumb, you've got to use your fingers as well, haven't you? Early morning practice. So this morning Rosie has done some maths, English and some books. I did this fact sheet on Iceland we read the other day. Now she's doing some colouring, some more mandalas, and we've been listening to The Ugly Duckling and discussing the morality behind it. And now I'm going to start cooking some muffins, and hopefully if I start, Rosie will come and join me. So I'm going to start mashing these bananas. Okay, we're doing a little bit of maths with these little things, which I'm trying to do fractions with her. So she's got these knights going on a quest. Half of them are going somewhere, a quarter of them are going somewhere else. And so she's slowly doing little bits of maths with this, because she wanted to play with these this morning. But she's also discovered that if she puts the torch, it makes a little shadow show. She's in the way right now. Makes a little shadow show on that wall. So she's been kind of like, she's put her arm in the way again. Yeah, she made a monster out of this cloth. So she's been making shadows, stories and stuff on the wall. It's quite cool. But we are off out into town in a little bit, and we're also off to see A Midsummer Night's Dream today. Tuesday morning, and we have our giant spider that's had its spider babies coming out the corner of our room. We have our Halloween lights out. We have our things hanging from the ceiling, including our autumnal leaves. We have a ghost to go up. We might put it in our hallway this year. I don't know where Rosie's putting a coat on. Rosie has been doing this for me, so to practice her little letters, I dotted them out. She's done her. She hasn't finished. She hasn't done the Great Kali, finished writing it. You haven't finished writing it. You might have drawn them. Yokozuna's eyebrows, look at that. Brett the Hitman has spiky hair. The Undertaker looks too happy for the Undertaker, Babs. Shawn Michaels with the flex, excellent. Macho Man Randy Savage. Is where you were about to draw Elizabeth? Yeah. He's normally with her, isn't he? So she's done really, really well. Yay! Well done, Rosie, for completing the reading challenge.
And they've also got wooden decorations colour.
Good, isn't it?
Oh, she loves the wooden decorations.
I love colouring it. I'm going to say that to everyone else.
Hope you enjoyed the video. Excuse the state of me. Today, me and a friend and her kids went to do something that we hoped was going to be child friendly, and if you didn't have your own phone, it wasn't as such. We did the Alice. So Cardiff's got a big interactive outside Alice in Wonderland digital experience going on, like escape room style, solve puzzles and whatnot. But if you don't have your own phone, it's pretty boring for the kids. And we thought there'd be statues around to actually find, so the kids could find statues and have their pictures taken with them and stuff. And there's nothing like that. It's all on your phone. So if your kid doesn't have their own phone, and the puzzles are quite hard, so even the adults were struggling with some of the puzzles. So it's kind of, yeah. We were doing that. So luckily her husband had come with us, and we left our younger ones with him and ran off like kids around Cardiff this afternoon. It's great fun for us. We know next time, don't take the children, get a babysitter. So yeah, we've had a pretty interesting week. We bumped into the same people in town a couple of times when we were in town, and learned a bit about the kidney research charity, because we are polite. We do stop on this when people talk to us. It's just us, me and Rosie. We like to get to know new people. And yeah, Midsummer Night's Dream was excellent, really funny, a little bit controversial in places because they'd taken a different take on it, but very funny, very well done. So that was the one at the Sherman Theatre this week. If you're in Cardiff, we definitely recommended that. They're an excellent theatre company. We really enjoyed most of what they do. So yeah, other than stealing her back for a couple of hours today to go and do this Alice in Wonderland thing, she ended up getting to hang out with one of her best friends and go around the museum with his dad and him as well. So Rosie's had a ton of fun. And yeah, next week we've got a lot of stuff leading up to Halloween, including the Spooky Orchestra. And we have to wait in for appointments again that hopefully our internet will go in on Tuesday. So it's going to be a bit hit and miss what we can do certain days next week. It's simply because we haven't had our internet back in and whatnot, but we'll find something to do, and we always try and get some learning experience out of it. So what are you going dressed as Halloween this year? Rosie's going to be a serial killer, and as much as she doesn't want to be a pun, I am going to tape a box of cereal to her as well, so it's more funny than like creepy. So yeah, for now it's ta-ta from me and ta-ta from the Rosie Bear.